everybody. Hi, everyone. Are you ready for story time? I am. I'm super excited for story time today. We're going to wait a minute just to let some people get on. And let's see. Just organizing a few things here as we get ready. So hang on one second. We have some good stories today. We're going to sing some songs. What else are we going to do? All sorts of fun things. All right. We're going to have a good time. In case you're wondering where Catherine and Sophie are, they both have school right now. So they might come in at the very end if they finish their Zoom classes. But right now they're both on their computers for school. Let's see, let's wait for a couple more people to join us. Feel free to comment if you are watching. You can let me know that you're watching. I can see some of the comments. Some of them I don't see until after story time, but some of them I can see as we go along. So feel free to comment. All right, let's see. All right. I think we are going to get started. Ready? Everybody take a seat, take a seat, take a seat. Everybody take a seat on the floor. Not on the ceiling, not on the door. Everybody take a seat on the floor. Excellent. Oh, very nice. It is so nice to see you all for another story time. I don't really have that many announcements today. I want to say hi to Barrett, who I know is watching. Hi, Barrett. I want to say maybe Ravi and Hira are watching. I don't know who else is out there. Maybe Jillian and Henry. Maybe Gracie in Ohio. I hope you guys are all out there. I hope you're having a really fun day. And we are definitely going to have a fun story time. So, before we get started with our stories, we have to sing our hello song, right? That's what we do. That's what we do. It's nice to do things in the same order all the time. So, ready for our hello song? We clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. With all our friends at story time, we clap and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello. With all our friends at story time, we stomp and sing hello. We wiggle and sing hello. We wiggle and sing hello. With all our friends at story time, we wiggle and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. With all our friends at story time, we wave and sing hello. Awesome. Now we're ready. We've sung our sit down song. We've sung our hello song. Now we can actually get started with story time. So, our first book is called The Catawampus Cat. Catawampus Cat. All right, so we know what a cat is, right? But what does catawampus mean? I don't know. I didn't know, so I looked it up in the dictionary. Do you guys know the dictionary? A dictionary is a big book, and it has all sorts of words in it. All sorts of different words, and it tells you what they mean. So if you don't know what a word means, you can just look it up in the dictionary. It's super helpful. There's also an online dictionary, dictionary.com, if you don't have one of these in your house. And there's dictionaries in different languages in case you're trying to find a word. You know what it means in one language, but you want to know what it means in a different language. Or you want to know how to say it in a different language. So I looked up catawampus in the dictionary so I could tell you what it meant. But it wasn't in this dictionary. Can you believe it? So then I went to the online dictionary, dictionary.com, and I looked up catawampus. And I found out that it means at an angle. So instead of straight up and down, catawampus means a little tilted. Something like that, right? At an angle. Then I was getting this book ready to read to you guys, and I noticed that on the back, it actually defines catawampus. So I could have saved myself a lot of trouble looking in the dictionary and the online dictionary if I just turned the book over and looked at the back. Books are helpful like that, right? So here it says the definition of catawampus is diagonal or at an angle or askew, right? Askew, diagonal, at an angle. Can you do that? Can you tip over a little bit? There you go. All right, so we figured out what catawampus means. So the catawampus cat must mean a cat that's a little bit at an angle, right? A little tilted. And you can even see from the picture here that the cat is a little bit tilted, right? So let's find out what happens in the story. The catawampus cat arrived early on a Tuesday morning, slightly askew. At first, no one noticed. The town was a busy town, and the people were busy people. Tick, tick, tick went the town. Talk, talk, talk went the people. This is how it was every day, even Tuesday. The first to see him was Mr. Grouse, the grocer, who tried to straighten him. To no avail. "What's with that cat?" asked his wife, Lydia, who hadn't said a kind word to him in almost 20 years. "You're asking me?" he said. "He must be hurt or curious or noticing something." So they both tilted their heads and noticed something. What do you think they noticed? Let's find out. "That's where my wedding ring has been," cried Lydia. "I haven't seen it in 20 years. "You know," said Mr. Grouse sweetly, "from this angle, you look exactly like you did the day we first met." They kissed and walked the catawampus cat, and on walked the catawampus cat, still askew. Where he was spotted by the bored town barber, Bob Long, who was giving a woman a long bob. As he stared at the catawampus cat, he tilted his head and clipped at an angle. "I love it," shouted the woman. And on walked the catawampus cat, askew as ever. And past a house painter, who was busy painting the mayor's house. "What a dull, uncreative job," sighed the painter as he watched the cat walk by. It wasn't until he looked up from his work that he realized he'd been tilting his head. "Look how he painted." "Brilliant!" exclaimed Mayor Meyer. "A work of art." How is this all painted, buddy? When Captain Whizbang, the town daredevil, saw the catawampus cat, he missed his jump over Dead Man's Gorge, but landed instead in a geyser and set a new record for height. That is amazing. Look how high he went. When the town librarian, Miss Reed, saw the catawampus cat, she pulled the wrong book off the shelf and then quit her job and set out for adventure. I'll have to consider that. No, I'm staying here. Even bushy-brows Billiam, who always sat in the back of the classroom and never noticed anything, like what time it was or when class was over, noticed the catawampus cat and discovered that he could see better than anyone if he just looked at a right angle. And bushy brown Billiam set off a chain reaction. Everyone tilted their head. Soon people began to talk and then to tilt, first their heads and then themselves, just like the cat. They rebuilt all the houses so they were leaning and made all the cars off kilter. They spotted prized possessions they thought they'd never see again and rediscovered old friends they thought they'd never know again. Everyone was happy and slanty and catawampus. Everyone was just looking at things a little differently. Talk, tick, tickety went the people. Tick, tockety, tock went the town. Mayor Meyer decided to name the first Tuesday of the new year Catawampus Cat Day in honor of the remarkable cat. They all gathered in the lopsided town square and threw confetti at an angle from their uneven stage. Oompa, oompoo, blared the off-key band as the Catawampus cat walked onto the stage and stared out at the town, now completely catawampus. Can you do it? Can you tilt over? Well, what do you think of it? Asked Mayor Meyer excitedly. We're all different now, just like you. Everyone held their breath as they awaited the cat's reaction. Slowly, thoughtfully, the Catawampus cat blinked twice. Can you blink twice? 1, 2. It's a very cat-like thing to do. The cat blinked twice and stretched and straightened himself out. And walked back out of town, once again, uniquely catawampus. The end. So that's the catawampus cat. And do you remember what catawampus means? A little bit at an angle. It's a big word. It's nice to learn new words. Okay, there we go. I think it's time for a song. You ready? What should we sing? Let's sing Roly-Poly. All right, Roly-Poly has 4 verses, and we sing it with our hands like this, right? Ready? Roly-Poly, roly-poly, up, 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 up. Roly, roly-poly, roly, roly-poly, down, 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 down. Roly-poly, roly-poly, out, 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 out. Roly, roly-poly, roly, roly-poly, in, 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 in. Roly-poly, roly-poly, loud, 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 loud. Roly, roly-poly, roly, roly-poly, quiet, 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 quiet. Roly-poly, roly-poly, fast and fast, fast and fast. Roly, roly-poly, roly, roly-poly, slow, 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 slow. Nice job with Roly-Poly. I want to say hi to Cormac and maybe Matilda. I don't know if you're out there too. Hi guys, hope you're doing well. And we're going to read another book. So this is a book. The next book I have is one that you might have in your house. I'm going to show it to you, and if you have it in your house, you can take a quick second to run and get it and bring it back. Is this a book you have in your house? Goodnight Moon? You might have a small board book version of it, or you might have a book with paper pages. This is a big board book version of Goodnight Moon. And it was a present to Catherine when she was a tiny, tiny baby from our friend Jean. Jean is one of our really good friends. It says right here, to Catherine from her good friend Jean Moulton. So we have kept this book, and we still read it, even though the kids are older. It's a classic, right? So if you have this in your house, you can grab it and read along, or if not, just listen to me, right? Because it's a fun one. Ready? In the great green room, there was a telephone and a red balloon and a picture of the cow jumping over the moon. And there were 3 little bears sitting in chairs and 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens. And a comb and a brush and a bowl full of mush and a quiet old lady who was whispering, "Hush." Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon. Good night, light and the red balloon. Good night, bears. Good night, chairs. Good night, kittens. And good night, mittens. Good night, clocks. And good night, socks. Good night, little house. And good night, mouse. Good night, comb. And good night, brush. Good night, nobody. Good night, mush. And good night to the old lady whispering, hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. The end. Wow. Are you ready for bed now? Should we stop story time and just have a nap? No, we're going to keep going. But sometimes it's fun to read a bedtime story in the middle of the day. Also, sometimes it's fun to take a nap in the middle of the day. If you try that, I'm sure the grown-ups in your lives will be totally okay. Anyway, Good Night Moon, super classic, fun to read it all together. I think it's time for another song. What should we sing? Let's try the fishy song that we've been singing. How would that be? Okay? So remember, we take our two... Is it still going okay? My computer's just gone out. I don't know if you can see me. Yep, there we go. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so we're going to take our two hands like this, put them together, and put our thumbs up like this, right? And that's a fishy with the little fin on the top. And we're going to sing 1 through 5. Remember this song? Ready? One little fishy swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. One little fishy swimming in the water, bubble, 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 pop. Two little fishies swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. Two little fishies swimming in the water, bubble, 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 pop. 3. 3 little fishies swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. 3 little fishies swimming in the water, bubble, 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 pop. 4 little fishies swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. 4 little fishies swimming in the water, bubble, 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 pop. 5. 5 little fishies swimming in the water, swimming in the water, swimming in the water. 5 little fishies swimming in the water, bubble, 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 pop. Nice! Very nice. Okay. Our last story is one of our Poppleton stories. So we've been reading one chapter of Poppleton every week at Tuesday Storytime for this might be the 5th week. We're learning a lot about Poppleton. So we're on to Poppleton and Friends by Cynthia Ryland. Last week, we read about Poppleton going to the shore, to the beach. Do you remember that? And this week, our chapter is called Dry Skin. How about that? That is something that may be occurring in your house if you're washing your hands a whole lot, right? Sometimes your skin gets a little dry. So we'll find out what Poppleton did for his dry skin. We'll see if it works for us. I don't know. Dry skin. Here's Poppleton. Remember, he's a pig. Look at his wallpaper. It has ice cream cones. Can you see that? It's kind of fun. Okay. Poppleton looked in the mirror one morning. Yikes, he cried. Dry skin. He looked closer. I am flaking away. Oh, poor Poppleton. Poppleton called Cherry Sue. Remember Cherry Sue, his neighbor? Poppleton called Cherry Sue. Cherry Sue, said Poppleton, I am as dry as an old apple. What should I do? Put on some oil, said Cherry Sue. All right, said Poppleton. he put on some oil. Look at him, he's just pouring the oil right onto himself. Suppose that's an option. But the next day, the dry skin was back. Poppleton called Cherry Sue again. I am as dry as a dandelion, said Poppleton. Did you put on some oil? Said Cherry Sue. It didn't help, said Poppleton. It just made me want French fries. Because French fries are cooked in oil. Then put on some honey, said Cherry Sue. All right, said Poppleton. He put on some honey. But the next day, the dry skin was back. Poppleton called Cherry Sue. I am dry as a desert, said Poppleton. Did you put on some honey? Asked Cherry Sue. It didn't help, said Poppleton. It just made me want biscuits. I'll be right over, said Cherry Sue. Remember, she just lives next door, so she can come over pretty quickly. When she walked into Poppleton's house, Cherry Sue saw 20 empty French fry bags and a chair full of crumbs. Told you, said Poppleton. Let me see your dry skin, said Cherry Sue. Poppleton leaned over. Cherry Sue looked closely. Poppleton, you don't have dry skin, said Cherry Sue. I don't, said Poppleton. You have lint, said Cherry Sue. Lint? Asked Poppleton. Where did I get lint? From that old sweater, said Cherry Sue. Poppleton, have you been wearing that same linty sweater for 3 days? Asked Cherry Sue. Poppleton hung his head. I can be such a pig, he said. I'll be right back, said Cherry Sue. Soon she came back with a lint brush. No llama can be without one, she said. Poppleton brushed away the lint and threw away the bags and swept away the crumbs. I feel like a new pig, Poppleton said to Cherry Sue. You look like one, said Cherry Sue, especially with the new wart on your nose. Wart! Poppleton screamed, running for the mirror. Cherry Sue giggled all the way home. I think she was just teasing him. And that is the end of that chapter. So that's our 5th chapter of Poppleton. The last one in this book we will read next week. We'll find out what happens next week. Okay? Okay, time for a song. What song should we sing? What do you think? Erica Jones, you're watching. Fabulous. What song would you like to sing? Oh, you would like to sing Zoom, Zoom, Zoom? Excellent. I thought you did. Okay, fabulous. So we're going to sing Zoom, 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 and we are going to sing with the verse that Jillian made up. So we'll sing Zoom, 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 going to the moon, fun, 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 going to the sun, and then race, 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 going into space. That's just the way we're going to do it from now on. Okay? Ready? Zoom, Zoom, Zoom starts with flat hands and has 3 verses. Ready? Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Fun, 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 we're going to the sun. Fun, 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 we're going to the sun. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Fun, 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 we're going to the sun. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! And race, 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 we're going into space. Race, 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 we're going into space. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Race, 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 we're going into space. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Nice job, everybody. Awesome. All right, we have a little time for the song cue, which is always super fun. Let's see what we get today. All right, I'm gonna stay seated because All right, I'm going to close my eyes and spin the song cube around. If you're doing this at home, you could also throw your song cube up in the air and see where it lands. But I want you guys to all be able to see what song it is. Ready? My eyes are closed. We're spinning the song cube. We are spinning the song cube. What song will it be? Nobody knows. It is this one. The ABCs. We're going to sing the ABCs. Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Very nice. Let's try the song cube again. Ready? I'm going to close my eyes and spin it around. Oh, I'll spin it behind my head. I'll spin it over on this side. I'll spin it over on this side. Right back in the middle to this song. Oh my goodness, it's head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Can you even imagine? All right, stand up. This is a standing song for sure. Ready? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Knees and toes, knees and toes. Knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Knees and toes, knees and toes. Toes, toes. Toes, toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Toes, toes. 1 second. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Woo! Oh my goodness. I wish I had a glass of water after that song, but I didn't bring any into this room with me. I'll have to wait till after story time. That is a good workout. Okay, we have time for one more song cube. Ready? I'm going to close my eyes, spin the song cube, spin it this way, spin it this way, spin it over my head, spin it on this side, spin it on this side, and the song we pick is this one. The Hokey Pokey. Fabulous. One of my favorites, as you know. I do enjoy a good Hokey Pokey. All right, stand up again. And if you have other people with you, you can get in kind of a circle. It's fun to do the Hokey Pokey in a circle. Ready? You put your right hand in, you put your right hand out, you put your right hand in, and you shake it all about. You do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Other hand, you put your left hand in, you put your left hand out, you put your left hand in, and you shake it all about. You do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Right leg, you put your right leg in, you put your right leg out, you put your right leg in, and you shake it all about. You do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Left leg, you put your left leg in, you put your left leg out, put your left leg in, and you shake it all about. You do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Whole self. You put your whole self in, you put your whole self out, you put your whole self in, and you shake it all about. You do the Hokey Pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Yeah! Very, very nice. Very nice. Okay, what do you think? One more song? Why not? Why not? Let's give it a try. Ready? I'm going to close my eyes, spin the song cube. This one. fun song. Okay, so look at yourself and see what color clothes you're wearing. Maybe you have blue or pink or green, orange. Check out everything. See what you're wearing, even your socks. Okay, ready? And then think about, as we sing the song, think about the colors that you're wearing. If you're wearing blue today, blue today, blue today. If you're wearing blue today, jump and shout hooray, hooray. If you're wearing red today, red today, red today. If you're wearing red today, jump and shout hooray, hooray. If you're wearing green today, green today, green today. If you're wearing green today, jump and shout hooray, hooray. What other colors? If you're wearing orange today, orange today, orange today. If you're wearing orange today, jump and shout hooray, hooray. Any other colors? If you're wearing pink today, pink today, pink today. If you're wearing pink today, jump and shout hooray, hooray. Fabulous. So that's when you can sing at home easily. And change your clothes and sing it again, right? Why not? Okay, my friends, we have read our stories. We have sung our songs. We have had so much fun. It's so nice seeing you. Although I would love to see you in person and hope to do that at some point, right? Thanks for coming to Storytime. We're going to sing our goodbye song. Ready? Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Raise your hands up high. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Wave and say goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you for coming to Storytime. I will see you next Tuesday at 11 o'clock on Facebook. Okay? Bye, everybody. Have a good week. Bye-bye.